Ali radiallahu anhu, Episode 4, The End of the Journey. In this video, we discuss the unrest that occurred during Ali's caliphate and the end of his life. Because Ali radiallahu anhu was so close with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he frequently faced obstacles in his life. At the beginning of his caliphate, the obstacles only increased. Uthman radiallahu anhu had been killed, and his murderers were still at large. Ali radiallahu anhu needed time to find them, but certain citizens were impatient and wanted results sooner, growing more and more restless against the caliph. The unrest grew so much so that it led to the battles of Jamal and Siffin. In their rushed attempt to find Uthman's murderers, thousands of people died in these battles. Despite at times fighting against lifelong friends at these battles, that didn't stop Ali from crying after their deaths and taking control of their funeral arrangements. As if the wars weren't enough, it didn't help that Ali's soldiers weren't up to the task either. Using their exhaustion as an excuse, they said that they didn't want to fight, leaving Ali stranded. Ali radiallahu anhu was exasperated at them for not fighting for their religion and caliphate in a time when unrest and disorder was widespread. One day, his exasperation led him to speak very sternly with them. "Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on our miserable state! Despite them being on the wrong path and you on the right path, shame on you for being so cowardly and in a mess. You have been made a target and have had arrows rained down on you, and yet you don't fire any arrows back. You have been attacked, and yet you don't fight back. They are rioting against Allah right in front of you, and you are not moving a muscle." Upset by the state of his soldiers, Ali decided to return home. Any other person would not have been able to withstand any of these events, but someone like Ali, who was growing up right beside Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was able to. Still, even he had trouble continuing on. At this point, Ali stopped eating and drinking and waited for the moment he would meet his Rabb. At the same time, a few people from the opposing side had decided that the only way to end this war was to kill the leader. So, on the 17th day of Ramadan, they set out, armed with a poisonous sword, to catch Ali radiallahu anhu on his way to the mosque for Fajr. They caught him and fatally stabbed him. But Ali wasn't upset. He was going to be leaving this world to meet his loved ones once again. After the armed men left him to die, a friend of Ali named Omar came to his side. After seeing his wound, he said, "It's okay. It's not a big wound. You'll get better." Ali was sure of the journey ahead of him, so he replied, "I am leaving you all today." And right at that moment, Ali's daughter Kulthum cried out at the sight of her father. To this, Ali replied, "Why are you crying? If you could see what I see, you surely wouldn't be crying." And when they asked what he saw, he said, "The angels and prophets are lined up, and Rasulullah is there as well. He's saying to me, 'Oh Ali, I have good news for you. The place you're going to is much better than the place you are in right now.'" Now after telling his sons to always fear Allah and do good deeds, he recited the verse, "Whoever does an atom's weight of good will see it, and whoever does an atom's weight of evil will see it." Those were his last words, and at the age of 63, almost 5 years as a caliph, Ali radiallahu anhu completed his journey on this earth.
If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.